Hi everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. Today I'm reading a book that was given to me on Mother's Day by my beautiful daughter Shania, and it's called Trying. She actually read this story to me and I wanted her to read it on my channel, but she said she didn't want to read it on the channel just yet, but I'm hoping she'll change her mind one day. Very tiny blurb, but with a powerful message. Attempt what you can't in order to find out what you can. I love that sentence so much because every day we sometimes are set up with challenges where we have to try something that we think we can't, and it turns out we actually can. And the illustrations are all sketches but beautiful. This book is written by Kobe Yamada and illustrated by Elise Hurst. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Shania. How do you do that? You see that the little boy is looking at some sculptures. Sculptures are big objects that are created by artists. They can be made out of almost anything. I didn't realize I had said it out loud, but the sculptor looked over and replied, "You simply do it." "Oh no, I could never do that." "How do you know?" he asked. "I just know." So the little boy's going, this looks way too hard. And the sculptor's going, "Don't know until you try." Confused, I walked away. He must be joking, I thought. But as I left, I couldn't help wondering what it would be like to create something so incredible. And the cats are resting on it. It's got him thinking. When I returned, the sculptor looked over at me and asked, "How is your sculpture coming along?" I'm just here to watch." "The best way to give your talents an opportunity is to try," he responded. I'd rather just watch. I can't mess things up if I just watch." Sometimes I have students in my art class say that to me. Yes, he nodded. "If you do nothing, it feels safe, but everything stays the same. If you do nothing, there is less to experience, less to love, and less to learn." Very wise words. The fear of failing is the scariest part, and it stops most people from starting. The only way to get to where you want to go is to take a step in that direction. And the best way to do that is to begin. Doesn't even matter what it looks like as long as you start, because you'll learn something and be able to fix it for the next time. It was all I could think about. Even as I slept, I dreamt of creating beautiful things. That's the problem with my brain too. It's always creating things. I was excited to get started. But as I was working, I realized that something was wrong. With every strike, I felt a little more deflated. With every blow, a disappointment grew. This was not turning out the way I had imagined. Why did I think I could do it? Why had I let myself care about this so much? What does deflated mean? If you have a swimming pool and you have a blow-up toy that goes in your swimming pool, you have to inflate it. You have to blow it up so that it's nice and strong in the water. But if it's deflating, it usually means there's a hole or something wrong and it goes very flat. Well, that's what he's talking about, how he's feeling inside. He's feeling rather flat, and that can happen to us when the things that are beautiful in our head don't actually come out onto the paper or onto the sculpture that we're making. The next time I saw the sculptor, he asked about my work. I told him it was no good and that I had quit. "Why would you do that?" he asked. "Because it feels awful to want something so badly and then just be disappointed." "Yes," the sculptor replied, "disappointment hurts, but failure is temporary and in many ways necessary. It shows us how something can't be done, which means we are a little closer to finding out how it can be done. When you first tried to walk, you fell, but you picked yourself up and tried again. You are willing to fall over and over and over, and that is why you succeeded. How do I know this? You're standing in front of me now." We all have to learn to walk, don't we? And we have to crawl first. There's a lot of steps to walking. I remember when my girls did it, and they didn't do it very well. We had a lot of bandages on heads and knees and all sorts. I still remember the first time Shania crawled up onto my dining room table, and she was so proud of herself that she climbed all the way up there. I had tried, and I had failed. Now he was asking me to try again? What good would that do? I'd already proven I couldn't do it. But if I was honest, I wanted to believe I could. So, even though I worried that I wasn't good enough, I decided to try again. Good choice, because you can only get better. I worked and worked, then worked some more, and while I could see it was a little better, it still wasn't all that I had wanted it to be. So he's thinking of these beautiful, grand things, but got to take baby steps, right? I stormed up to the sculptor. "See, I told you I wasn't any good, and this proves it. Are you happy now?" "Yes," he replied, "I am happy. It is good to see you sculpting. But it's terrible. I don't even know what I'm making anymore." "You're making progress," he explained. "I see talents emerging. I see risks being taken. I see courage. I see caring. I see perseverance. Yes, I see much progress, indeed, and I hope you will keep trying." I love that, because this is sounding a lot like human beings, isn't it? We have to be resilient, we have to try hard, and we just have to keep waking up every morning, giving each day as big a go as we can give it. I tried again, and again, and again. Do you think you'll be getting better at this? I wonder what he's trying to sculpt. Kinda looks to me like maybe he's trying to sculpt the cat. As I stepped back and looked at my work, I had to admit, I wished it was better. But you can see the shape that he's making now. That's progress. I went to talk to the sculptor, and he asked me to go for a walk with him. He said, "I know it can be hard when things don't turn out as you had hoped, but be proud of your failures. I know I am. Every single one of them." "I can't imagine you ever failing." He laughed. "More times than I can count. But each time you fail, you get a little smarter, a little braver, a little stronger. The truth is, we're all failures. The dreamers, the doers, the creators. Being a failure means you loved something, you cared. It means you stepped forward, you didn't hold back, you tried. That is why I brought you here." He gestured to the statues around him. "These are my friends. These are my failures. And I'm grateful for every one of them because they helped me become who I am today. I actually have a lot of my art failures too, to remind me of how far I've come and to trust myself more." "I'll tell you a secret," the sculptor confided. Confided is when you tell someone something and you know that you can trust them not to share it. "I am now much closer to the end of my life than the beginning, and time passes, whether we have the courage to do something good and worthwhile or we don't. That's very true, isn't it? It's been years since he's been gone. I will always treasure the time I spent with him, and I will never forget our conversations or what he taught me. When we make it safe to fail, we make it safe to succeed. How do I do that? How do you do that? What did we say? Try. And if at first you don't succeed, try, and try again. That's what my dad used to say to me. It doesn't matter as long as you give it a try. And that's what your parents want you to do at school. Just give it a try. It doesn't matter if it's something new or it makes you a little bit uncomfortable. If you try it, then you'll know for sure whether it's something you want to keep trying at or whether it's not for you and you want to try something else. So that was a beautiful book. I hope that if you find this book, you buy this book for your bookshelf, because it's a great reminder of where we can go when we try. Trying. Thank you for joining me on Carmen's Australian Storytime, and I look forward to reading to you again soon. And thank you to my beautiful girl for giving me this book. I love, love, love it. Another one to add to my love list. My book collection is very big. All right, I will see you next time. Oh, don't forget to click and subscribe. Bye.